It has been a good couple of weeks, a week and a half, whatever it's been. It's been pretty good. I won't complain.
What's been your favorite part of soaking this all in?
Honestly, I think for me it's been interesting because the number of text messages I think I'm down to about 440, and we're 2 weeks in, and I'm still only down to 440. It's hard because at one point I was at like 800, and you're responding back to people, and obviously you start a conversation, they respond back. But I love that, and Dale gave me the advice of just kind of mailing it in a little bit. He said everybody will understand, but that's not my personality, and it's been great. I'm sad of the ones that I don't have yet, but I also had shoulder surgery the Thursday after the season was over, and so I couldn't use my right hand at all. So I also had a little bit of downtime that I couldn't really text anybody back because I couldn't get my right hand to work, but it's recovery's been good on that, so it's been a good couple of weeks.
You had to wait a long time to get to this point, but in doing so, we saw that both of your girls really be able to enjoy the celebration with you. How rewarding has that been, just knowing that both of them really understand what this has meant to you?
I just had this conversation with Mike Herb in the rehearsals over on the other side, and when I first started in NASCAR, I thought I was ready to win a championship. I thought I was ready to compete at a high level. And, as you get older and, especially having the kids and seeing them grow up and, now that my daughter's playing travel sports, right, like watching the interaction with her and everything that's going on, I don't know that I would have enjoyed the moment as much then as I do now. For me, it's been absolutely amazing to watch them enjoy it. To see Harper crying, and then to find out why she was crying is that she hadn't seen me cry like that ever, and so for her, she knew that it must be that important that it made her just start bawling. That's special, and they've sacrificed a lot for me to be a race car driver. And so, to be able to have those moments. For me, the back straightaway photos, those iconic photos are something that I look at the pictures, and my little one was asleep, and they had to wake her up, and she's still smiling like crazy in the photos. That's the kind of stuff for me that's really, really special.
We've heard other champions like Joey Logano talk about his first championship compared to his third, and how it was for himself, and then now it's for his team. You're an older veteran driver, but this is your first championship. So when did that motivation switch, maybe to not be for yourself, but if you did win one, it would be for your family and for your team?
About the fifth or sixth time we made the Final Four, and I had to walk back in on a Monday morning and say I'm sorry to all the men and women that work at our race shop, that we didn't get the job done, that we put all the heart and soul and effort into getting there, and we didn't win a championship. That for me was when it flipped the switch, right? This journey has been interesting. I can't imagine winning 3 titles in the Cup Series. That's truly an incredible feat for Joey, and one that I think, we've had this conversation already this week. He really said that each one of them has been significantly different. He's enjoyed something different in each one of them. For me, I don't know that I'll ever have another shot at this, right? Not that I don't have a ride next year, not that I don't have a great race team, but as you get older and you get to close to the end of your career, you cherish the moments like I've had, and you cherish the teams that I've had, and you cherish the race cars that I get the ability to go drive. And so I'm enjoying this one. I'm wanting everybody that's on my group to enjoy it equally as much, because it's truly a team effort, and whether we win another race, whether we win another championship, none of it really matters at this point. I can honestly say that this has been one of the happiest weeks of my entire career, and something that makes the time and energy and the effort for all the years to do this, it's the payoff for all of that.
That was exactly what I was going to ask, is given how long the journey took to get here, would you trade any of it?
No. There's things that I wish would have gone differently or had worked out differently, or especially when I went to the Cup Series, like I would love to go for a Cup championship again, and know that I have a shot at going and doing it. That's just not in the cards, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm not sad about it. I have a great race team with great people, but I wouldn't change any of it, right? I look back on it now, and if it wasn't for my wife, I would have quit a long time ago, to be honest with you. I was ready to retire many times. I said it on stage, 2022. I really hope that I won the championship in 2022 because I was walking off the stage and saying that I was done. And God's timing always has a way of making sure that you abide by His plan, and it wasn't our plan. And I didn't walk off the stage that year. It was a terrible championship four, and I'm still here, so it's been special.
How has the reality, Justin, in these 2 weeks of being a champion met, if it has met the dream of what you thought it would be or hoped it would be?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was weird. We came back from Phoenix. We had our meetings on Monday. We had our quick little toast at our shop, which was kind of crazy because the haulers weren't even back yet, right? We couldn't even really do a real toast. Tuesday I was in the simulator. Wednesday I was back on track at the tire test at Rockingham, and then Thursday I had shoulder surgery. So not the traditional path of a NASCAR champion, but at the same time, I think that's kind of the story of my career, right? The work and effort that you put into it doesn't always show fruit, but I think our race is a great example. If we'd have given up when we were a lap and a half or a lap and 3/4 down, we don't win a championship. And that's not the effort of this race team, right? We never give up. We keep pushing and dig through the trenches. And so this week has been fun because it's just been relaxing. It's been fun, right? Seeing a lot of people, talking to a lot of people that I don't normally get to talk to. Wearing a ring that, to be honest with you, feels super awkward to wear. I feel like I keep dropping my hand keeps falling down. So it's really awkward, but at the same time, really surreal to just finally check that box, right? Denny and I just saw each other just a minute ago, and he said, "Congratulations, I'm jealous," right? And I said, "I feel bad because I get all the questions about your championship because I've been in the same boat." And he said, "Well, so you're saying there's hope?" And I said, "Yes, absolutely." But honestly, it's been a wild journey, and just glad to finally cap it off with a championship.
It seems like it's still emotional for you to talk about. Do you feel like it's going to be like that for a while to come?
Yeah, I don't know that I'm ever going to lose the emotions of this one. I think my wife says, get it all out now because when you get to Daytona, you're going to be a zero again. And I said, yeah, you're right, actually. But I said the only difference maker is now my fire suit says that I'm a champion, and I can walk into Daytona and be proud of that. But honestly, I don't know that this one will ever not be emotional. You guys have all seen the videos of my parents. You've seen the videos of my kids, my wife. I could walk away right now and be perfectly content with my career. I don't want to do that. I owe that to everybody that's around me. I mean, Rick Brandt has tried and true, has supported me for the last 14 years now. That's an amazing accomplishment. Just to have that relationship for as long as we have, and he's family. He goes way beyond a partner. He goes way beyond a team sponsor. He is truly family to me, and he's excited about this, and that for me that's why we do this, right? It's about the enjoyment of everybody. We all work really hard to get to this point and to do the things we do, but the enjoyment of kind of the fruits of your labor is really what this is all about, and we're lucky enough to be in that position.
What's your plan for Wayne tonight?
I can't say.
But there's a plan.
But there is a plan, yes. There is a plan in place for Wayne.
Have you had a chance to watch the race back?
I've seen clips of it. I haven't watched the whole thing back. To be honest with you, I'm so mad at myself at how the middle part of the race was at. I kind of fast forward through that section. I do love, though, I have to say that my favorite part, and we've had this conversation already, so I get the penalty. Mm-hmm. Steve Letarte is singing praises that it's no big deal. We're going to get back going again. And, this isn't the end of my championship path. And as he's saying it, he says, well, scratch that, never mind. The 7 car is done for the day. They just got a speeding penalty. The one thing that you can't do on pit road. And I was like, man, he's so right? Like, that's the funny part is he's so right. But then you see those guys and they're like, well, maybe. And then to be able to get back on the lead lap, and then obviously put ourselves in position to do it. But it's probably going to be until middle of next year before I go back and watch the full thing again. I record every one of them. Normally Sunday afternoon, I'm sitting at the house and I watch the whole race back. This one will take me a little while to watch the whole thing back because the emotions of it and the highs and the lows, to be honest with you.